Hello everyone, welcome to Story Flicks and Tales. Today I will be telling you a story of a girl from northern Nigeria named Rakiya. Rakiya once found an item that was cursed, but she thought it was a blessing. This item changed her life forever. So sit tight and enjoy the story. In the village of Garin Dogo, where the wind whispers secrets and the trees remember names, lived a girl named Rakiya. She was poor, she was shy, she was invincible. But she wanted to matter, she wanted to shine. And one day, she found something that answered her longing. It changed her life and cursed it forever. Not gold, not treasure. A mirror that doesn't reflect your face. It reveals all secrets to you and demands a price. Rakiya had always watched from the shadows. The popular girls had fine clothes, anklets that jingled, and skin like polished shea butter. They danced at village festivals, laughed loud, and walked like the earth belonged to them. Rakiya had none of that. Her hair was rough, her wrappers were old. Her voice small and afraid. She lived with her grandmother, Raha, a blind woman, feared for her silence and the strange herbs hanging in her hut. The old woman rarely spoke, except to hymn songs no one else remembered. Rakiya always wanted to be seen and admired. She has no friend, and no one in the village seems to notice her. If only I had what they had. If only people would look at me just once and not look away, she thought. One harmattan morning, behind their hut, Rakiya found a strange mirror, half buried in the earth. Its frame was carved with strange symbols. The glass, too clean, too alive. But when she looked into it, she didn't see herself. She saw her uncle bearing something at night. She looked again, and she saw a neighbor stealing yams and hiding them. She saw pain, secrets, truths. That same week, tragedy struck. Two boys had gone to fish by the stream. Only one came back. He said his friend ran into the forest after seeing a snake. The village searched but found nothing. Mother of the missing boy named Bawa cried and cried, and no one suspected a thing. That evening, she looked into the mirror again, desperate and anxious, hoping to see what the future holds for her. Instead, she saw a stream and the boy pushing his friend Bawa into the deepest part of the stream, watching him drown, running away. Rakiya went to the village center and said, I know the truth. Bawa did not run into the forest. He and Tanko went fishing. Bawa caught more fish than Tanko, which made Tanko push him into the stream and ran away with the fish they caught. At first they laughed. Shy Rakiya, the spirit joker. Some laughed, some were skeptical, but Rakiya didn't stop. How How do you know this? Bawa's mother asked. You are a liar, Tanko's mother shouted. Go to the stream, Rakiya said. Near the twisted tree, you will find him. If this is not true, be ready to pay dearly for it, Tanko's father snapped. The villagers ran toward the stream. They found him. He had pulled out from the water, barely alive. The truth had come from Rakiya. That day, everything changed. The people started calling her the Eye of the Village. They came from other towns with silver, with gifts, with questions. And Rakiya, she gave answers. The mirror gave her visions. People lined up outside her hut. Women cry. Men bow in thanks. The girl who used to hide behind trees now sits under canopies, wrapped in fine clothes, her feet painted in red dye. But fame comes with a price. Later that day, Ma Raha holds Rakiya and tells her, this mirror is not a gift, child. It is a doorway, one that should remain closed. Stop looking into it. Mirror has not harmed anyone. In fact, it has done a lot of good to almost everyone in this village and nearby villages, Rakiya replied. People have been saved from death and calamities by this mirror, she added. Mara has sighed. This mirror holds a very dark, powerful force, and it should be avoided. Do you know why it was buried for so many years? Anything that doesn't come from God should not be desired by man, she said. But Rakiya couldn't stop. She told herself it was for good, for the people, and for the fame, for the glory. She disobeyed Ma Raha again and again. Some months later, Rakiya started having nightmares. She became pale and restless. Her eyes hollow, her hands shaking. The more she looked, the worse the nightmares she got. She stopped sleeping. Her voice started to echo strangely. The mirror began showing her things she didn't understand. Dark places, a forest of bones, her own grave. She knew these dreams are a result of the warnings she ignored, avoiding the mirror. But she wasn't ready to let go of the new status, the wealth she has acquired, the fame, the friends. All the village girls who avoided her in the past now want to be associated with her. She did not want to return to that shy, timid Rakiya people used to know. One day, a woman from Benin Zaria traveled to see her. She offered her silver earrings. Her daughter was missing and she wanted Rakiya to find a daughter for her. Rakiya looked into the mirror and saw the girl trapped in a shrine among bones and feathers. She told the woman the location and the condition of her daughter. The woman thanked her and left immediately to search for her only child. Weeks after, the woman returned. Her daughter has been found alive and well. Soon, strange people began appearing in the village day and night, asking for Rakiya. The next week, Rakiya looked into the mirror and saw the village market burning. She said nothing about it to anyone. That same night, the market burns. The next morning, the market women cry and the farmers lament that all their efforts have gone to waste. Rakiya said nothing, and the guilt haunts her. Back at home, Maraha warns Rakiya again. You are meddling with forces older than man itself. The mirror takes more than it gives. You should avoid it, my child. That night, Rakiya dreamed again. She was standing at the edge of a cliff. Wind howled around her. Below, an endless abyss, dark, deep, and strangely glowing. Standing at the bottom was a woman in white. Her arms were wide open. Jump, the woman said. Her voice soft, sweet, familiar. Trust me, my daughter. I can never harm you. It's beautiful down here. Rakiya took one step forward. One more. Then she woke up, breathless, her heart hammering like a drum in a festival. That day, she avoided the mirror. She didn't even glance in its direction. But the mirror no longer needed to be looked at. It began to appear on water, on walls, in puddles, and in her dreams. Wherever she turned, it followed. And every time she blinked, she saw destruction. The village collapsing into flame, children screaming and running, ash rising into the sky. And always, she stood at the center of it all, dead, pale, watching. That night, Rakiya sat beside Maraha. Her voice shook. I am afraid, she whispered. I see things. I hear things. I don't want to look anymore. If something terrible is going to happen, it will be because of me, she said. Maraha said nothing at first. Then she spoke. Mirror is older than any of us. It has swallowed kings, queens, and a whole village in the past. It feeds on desire and truth. You must stop looking into it. You must bury it where you found it. You have to cover it deep. You can leave this village, start a new life, forget about the mirror and let it forget about you. Rakiya nodded. That night, she made a decision. She would leave the village. She would gather all the gifts, the gold, the clothes, and the jewelry she had gained, and go to a new land to start a new life. But the next morning, everything changed. A royal messenger arrived. He bowed before her and announced, "The Emperor of Kajura sends his word. His son, the Crown Prince, seeks your gift. A terrible mystery haunts the palace. If you solve it, you will marry the prince." The villagers stood in awe. To Rakiya, it felt like destiny. She had always dreamed of escaping Garin Dogo. She had always wanted to be seen, and now she would live in a palace. Maraha begged her, "Don't go. Don't look into that mirror again. Let it go, child. Let it all go." But Rakiya could not hear her anymore. That night, she lay in bed, clutching her new silk wrappers. The mirror sat quietly by the wall until it began to whisper, "Rakiya, come. One last look." She closed her ears. She shut her eyes. Then the woman from the dream stepped out of the mirror. She wore white, her eyes soft and gentle. "Rakiya," she said, smiling. There is something you must see, a truth that Maraha has kept from you. She is not your grandmother. She is hiding everything from you. Rakiya froze. Look, the woman said, and you will understand. The woman disappeared and Rakiya looked into the mirror. In the mirror, she saw a high cliff under a cloudy sky. The same woman from her dreams stood there, carrying a baby girl. Behind her crept another woman who happened to be Mara. Suddenly, Mara pushed the woman. She fell, screamed, and disappeared into the gorge below. Then Mara picked up the little girl and ran. Rakiya gasped. Her heart broke into two. She stormed to Maraha. You lied to me. You killed my grandmother. You took me like a stolen goat. All these years. Maraha's face crumpled. She sat slowly and spoke, voice low and heavy. Yes, I am not your grandmother. Your real grandmother was my best friend, a proud woman who once possessed the mirror and too proud to let go of it. She loved her fame too much. When the mirror demanded a life, she gave it to your mother. She sacrificed her own child, pushed her down that cliff to keep her power. But the mirror was not done. Years later, it came again and demanded another prize. Your grandmother wanted to sacrifice you. At that particular time, I stopped her. I ran after her. I pushed her down instead. And I took you, raised you, and hid the mirror for years until you found it. Rakiya was short of words. She couldn't say anything. Everywhere was silent. Only the sound of the wind outside the hut was heard. Rakiya's hand trembled. Her lips parted. She didn't know what to say. Her whole life had been a lie. Stolen memories, false truths, and a shadow of someone else's curse. The next morning, the messenger from the Emperor of Kajura returned. His voice was urgent. The Emperor had summoned you, Rakiya. He asked that you come with me immediately. Rakiya stood silently for a moment, her mind swelling with ambition and fear. Then she whispered to herself, I will take one last look. I will look into the mirror and solve the mystery. Marry the crown prince and never return to Garin Dogo. She turned towards her room, her heart pounding. But before she could enter, Mara stepped into her path. Don't do this, Rakiya, she pleaded. You can leave all this behind. Start afresh in another land. You don't have to chase titles. You don't need a prince to matter. Rakiya's eyes burned. I don't want to live like a commoner. She snapped. I have lived in the shadows long enough. I deserve honor and prestige. Let me take one last look. Just one, and live the rest of my life in glory. She brushed past Maraha and stormed into the room. Inside, the mirror sat quietly in the corner, glowing faintly like he had been expecting her. Rakiya knelt before it, steadying her breath, ready to see the Emperor's mystery unfold. But what she saw froze her blood. For the first time ever, the mirror showed her her own reflection. She leaned closer, eyes wide with shock. The image stared back, but twisted, smiling, cruel. Before she could react, the reflection moved on its own, It reached out through the glass with a pale, lifeless hand. Rakiya screamed. The hand grabbed her wrist and yanked her forward. She pulled her into the mirror, and in a flash of wind and silence, Rakiya was gone. Raha and the messenger heard the noise and burst into the room, panic in their eyes, but the room was still. The mirror lay face down on the floor, silent and cold. Rakiya was nowhere to be found. Only the whisper of her scream lingered in the air. The mirror had claimed her. Rakiya was gone. Just gone. What happened next, no one truly knows. Some say Rakiya left for the emperor's palace. Some say she buried the mirror and disappeared forever. But Raha still waits in the old hut, lighting candles every night, whispering prayers to the wind, hoping that maybe, just maybe, Rakiya will return. This is the end of the story. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this beautiful piece, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.